Good morning, everybody. We haven't made one of these vlog style videos in quite some time, so I figured let's do it. We got a little bit on the go today. I got a mess on the table here that I need to clean up, but there's always a mess everywhere around here though. And the bananas were looking rather sad, so I've got the hose running over here underneath them. Hopefully they'll perk up. Put the new banana right there. But I also ran into a sprinkler with a lawnmower yesterday, so I need to replace that. I got a new sprinkler today on my way home from work. It's Saturday, and it's one of those unfortunate Saturdays that I had to work. So anyway, let's get to it. Another thing that needs to be done today, and I need to come and tidy this side yard up a little bit. It was cleaned up, but I got to get it organized a little better since I moved the barbecue and yeah, just work. But in here, we need to get this old tractor needs to come out. So I got to clean all the garbage off of it. I'm going to put it right kind of behind the Cub Cadet out there just for now, because I want to get that Craftsman in here to be able to work on it. I definitely need help because the transmission's locked up, the front tires are both flat, and they won't take air at all. So I'll definitely be having Nick help me with that one. But maybe we should get on this now. Just get it done with, huh? Trick is to move the barbecue first so I can use it as a stand. Hold the camera. Yeah, so you could see that guy's got some carburetor issues. We'll get some of this stuff dealt with. Oh, this is the vacuum for my saw. Throw it over here for right now, because once that tractor's out of there, we're gonna have tons of space in there to do whatever we need. Oil. Oh wow, this handle's hot. Woo. The goal is to just get it out. Get the air conditioner on in there though. I don't like running this air conditioner because it's impossible to cool this building, but for today, for right now, for the work we have to do in here, we'll turn it on. Yeah. All right. We'll get you guys set up. Now I have a reasonable place to work on Old Girl at, and it needs quite a bit of work. Got to pull the carburetor back off of it again. Got quite a bit to do, but I really like this little machine. The best part about it is how ridiculously, it's hard to do with one hand, but how ridiculously light it is. But all right, that job's done. Got the Bollens out there. I know I didn't record any of it, but I didn't feel the need to. So Now on to the next job. Actually feels a lot nicer on here since I turned that air conditioner on. It's still terrible though. It is hot, but I need to find, don't ask me how in this mess, but I need to find my battery tender. I've got one up here, but I want to find the one that goes outside. And I don't know what I did with it. So I'm gonna find that. I'm gonna plug in a couple tractors, one at a time, obviously. And oh man, it feels nice over here. Yeah, and then I think I'm gonna go inside and get out of the heat for the day. It's what's it showing outdoor? It's showing 105, 110 indoor right now. It doesn't feel like that. That thermometer's got to be messed up. 105 outdoor, I believe, though. But yeah, I need to find that battery tender. All right, battery tender has been found. Now I just need to get an extension cord and plug it in. Hopefully this one's going to be long enough. Good, we'll let this charge. I'll probably run this on a few of them, probably the one down there, in there. Yeah, I'm gonna run it on a few of them just until they're full. May as well, but let me get out of this heat. I was supposed to fertilize this morning. Had the fertilizer sitting out and everything, but I was in such a hurry to get to work, I forgot. And I think it's too late in the day to do it now, so we're probably going to, I'm supposed to fertilize on Saturdays. Oh, hey, look, it's a GoPro. Hey, GoPro. We'll do it a different day. We'll probably do it tomorrow. I'm sure it won't hurt 1 week to do it different. Look at the variegation on these leaves. Isn't it just incredible? We have a whole bunch of babies over here. Well, a whole bunch, 4. But hopefully, yeah, because they're, I mean, like I said, look at that. Just awesome. So, all right, time to go cool off. Good morning, everybody. Well, it's the next day. It got hot yesterday, and it's supposed to be hotter today. So, I'm getting out here early. It is 5:30 in the morning. I want to get in the shop before it gets stupid hot in there again. Our battery's done charging right here, as shown by the green light, so we'll get that disconnected and we will get it hooked up to the little Craftsman in here. And then, like I said, I want to spend some time in here. I got to get my workbench cleared off, but I want to spend some time in here just kind of meandering around before it gets too stupidly hot. So, all right. So this little guy only charges at 2 amp, so it takes quite a while. Oh, I'm sorry, 1.5 amp. So it takes quite a while, but that's okay, because if I was in a hurry, I've got a much faster charger laying around here somewhere if I was in a hurry. Alright. And I always disconnect this battery tender from, I didn't disconnect it once and the positive and negative touched, and it like blew every fuse on the whole property. It was ridiculous. So yeah, I always disconnect it. Are we gonna turn on? Yes, we're on. Okay. kick the cord out of the way so we don't trip on it. And now, we've talked about this. We've talked about this a million times before, that I have a major issue with putting stuff back when I'm done working on it. In that I just don't do it. So that makes for a big mess to start piling up. I really need to get better at doing that. But I don't know. I mean, sometimes you just, what are you going to say? You know what? I've been stumbling over this hedge trimmer for weeks. Just get it out of the way. Here we go. Yeah, I don't know. It's, it is what it is, I guess. A lot of times I'll come in here to fix something, and you know, I'll fix it and then I'll go out and just, that's how it happens. I also need to make sure it's, like I mentioned yesterday, well, for you guys it was like 2 minutes ago, but it's fertilizing day today, so I need to make sure everything on the property, for the most part, is going to need to be hand watered to get that fertilizer in, which I won't bore you guys with. God, that would suck, because it's probably going to take a couple hours, but it is what it is. It's got to be done, so we may as well just do it. I acquire so many. I buy stuff for jobs, and then I end up with just I think this is a carburetor, but I just end up with so much stuff that I have to, you know, it's anymore I don't clean up in here, I rearrange. See, look at this. So here's the thing of primer bulbs. It's got one old one in there, so it's got 2 brand new ones. Here's another brand new thing of primer bulbs that I just bought. Forgot that I had that one. That's what happens when the place is a mess. And here's one I bought because it appears to come with the Husqvarna. And I've got an old, what is that? It's like a 324. It's an old Husqvarna 324 that needs a primer bulb. And I've also got my 525 that needs a primer bulb. So the 525 still runs, the 324 does not. Bunch of fuel line. You never know when you're going to need a bunch of fuel line. Bunch of tools for changing fuel line. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't. So in other news, I've got the chipper back. So I've been doing a little bit of work out back, chipping some wood. There's still a lot left to do, but I've got a little bit done. Where's my Allen wrenches go? I'm starting to be able to see bare wood here, guys. But anyway, you guys don't need to watch this whole thing, so I'm going to get this taken care of. We'll be right back. Alright, well, it's not ideal, it's not perfect, but if I had to get something up on here to work on it now, I could. The toolboxes, that's a different ball game. We'll get to those another time. But now, it's about 6 a.m. I want to get out and start getting the fertilizing done, because the sprinklers are going to come on in a couple hours, and I don't want to be walking around in the sprinklers. So let's go take care of that. trim that rose bush. Putting a little bit extra water on the front lawn in a spot that the sprinklers really don't hit. Make sure all this 1/4 inch line is not hanging out where it's going to get hit by a weed eater or something, which of course it is. I have the irrigation shut off to this whole side yard right now. I mean, it really doesn't need it. Look at the size of those rose bushes. Look at this thing. And it goes even higher back there. It's probably all of about 9-10 feet tall. This one, pretty close to the same. I want to do something back here though. I got some garbage here to clean up. Maybe get the irrigation going again. I don't know. Have to make a plan. Still have the GoPro out here from yesterday. There's the old sprinkler. I don't know, did I show you guys this? I don't know if you were able to see it very good. You can see where the mower hit it, right there. There's just enough to mess that nozzle up. Alright, we'll get that thing moved and we'll be ready to start fertilizing here in a second. I need this. So I kind of have my own mixture that goes into this. This is a 1/2 gallon, and I put 1 scoop in here. I think it's a little much, but I don't think it's enough to cause any issues. I mean, obviously I've been doing it, and everything seems to be working just dandy. We've got an hour and a half before the irrigation back here comes on, so get this taken care of real quick. Yeah, real quick. We'll at least get the ones back here. So then we can just let the sprinklers do their thing. And we don't have to worry about getting all wet. I could use, I mean, this is a long process. I could use a larger water. I think I've got like a 2 gallon, but that's just a pain in the butt to use. So, all right, let's do it. So you guys get it. I got a lot of the patio done. I'm gonna go finish the rest of the yard and we'll be back. Just getting a little bit of water to this section now. We'll see how that turns out, but it's been bone dry. Like I said, this used to be all irrigated, but it's been bone dry for a couple of years at least now. So we'll see. Now we just sit here and watch the sprinklers run for a half hour. Look at those guys up there. Isn't that just gorgeous? Oh, this sprinkler's getting all the way. Wow. Water pressure seems a lot better today than it usually has been. Got that, I don't know if you could see it, it's right out there, that rain gauge, just to see how much. I just wanted to kind of put it out in the center just to see how much water is getting there, and they run for a half hour every day, so we'll see. I want to see how far this guy's going over here, because it seemed like it was going quite far. Look at that, it's all the way over there in the bananas. Probably why I got so many weeds over there. Alright, well, here we go. Where did it go? I have no idea where it went, but there was just a chicken in the backyard. That's one of the weird things about living in the country is you get chickens. Just random chickens show up. This one particular belongs to the neighbors over on that side, and it's always hopping over the fence and doing its thing. So that's one of the reasons, though, the lawn right there is just so tore up, is I used to have a bird feeder. Some of the bird feeder, and that chicken would just come and scratch all over right there all day. So we like to chase them away. I mean, they don't really hurt anything. They're probably actually fertilizing things for me, but I don't know. I'm a little disappointed in what's happened down there. But still enjoying those sprinklers running. So I'm going to work on now getting the drip installed to some extra stuff. This plant over here doesn't stay out here. This one's out here year round though. And this is my drip line here that goes to all the ones on the ground. So I'm going to put the drip to this one. Maybe a few of them down there. I don't know, but definitely this one. I'm going to run it to a couple of them and see what we see. First step is, number one, make sure we're cutting the right line, because look at, they look exactly the same. So this is my lights, so this here is my water. Oh, get some sharp cutters too, jeez. That's a little disappointing. These are my favorite cutters. Yeah. For the next one, I'll have to get some sharper ones. And I keep a whole box of extra drip parts. So I got everything I need already. I'm gonna just put a T in there. Now you see that? This will go right down. I'll put another line going down here, and then a soaker hose at the bottom. To do that though, I'm going to pull that plant down. And we'll get the soaker hose installed when it's not up here. I just need to make sure, yeah, that's dead. Need to make sure it's not growing onto anything. Alright, look at that. I really don't like putting it on the table like that, because it's really heavy full of water and everything. Alright. So this is our soaker hose. we don't need a ton. Just a little bit. It's actually probably too much. I want it to be roughly right there. And when I get these little shreds of it, I save them, because you're always going to use those. And then we'll get this kind of wreathed around into the base of this plant. Keeping in mind that that's going to be kind of in the front here. And the good part about doing this is I will never have to water this plant again, because all the drip is set up on an automatic timer. So it's just one less thing to do every day. Alright, the soaker hose is in there. I'm going to get some sharper cutters, and then we'll get it back up there and we'll get it connected. Alright, so I cut a piece that I know is going to be way too long, but that'll give us some options for the future. Alright, that's hung up there. Just take this guy. Plug it in like so. And as soon as these sprinklers are done, we'll get it tested. I'm gonna go and do that to some more of these, and we'll be back. All right, and here's the test. Got any water coming out yet? Oh yeah, there it goes, see it? Okay, so that's being watered. That one's being watered. I haven't seen those creeping Jenny in such a long time. So we'll see how long. I got it set for 10 minutes. We'll see how long it takes them to complete. Do I still got water down here? Yep, still got water there. That's too dark to even see. Let me see some of these other ones. Yep, I still got water there. All right. All looks good for now. Well, I really want to get in the pool today. It's going to be 104. I've been working on it for a little bit. I ran a vacuum, but as you can see, you can't even see the bottom of it right now. It's really cloudy. The vacuum just kind of sucked the stuff up, and the particles were so small it pushed it right through the net that's supposed to catch everything. So I'm going to let it settle and run through the filter for a little bit. We'll see what happens, because there's some nasty looking stuff on the bottom. Before I started, you can definitely see it, but that's where we're at now. Well, I'm not sure if you guys can hear me, but I decided to go for a bike ride. I like to go every day, but work's been so busy the last year or so, I haven't ridden hardly at all. So, but every Sunday, I have to get out every single Sunday and just kind of keep it going. So that's what I'm doing today. It's Sunday. It's beautiful weather to be riding. What's the temperature? I'm showing 99 right now. It's a little warm, but not much wind. That's wonderful. And what wind there is feels good. Oh, I've got a car coming. I love that radar in the back. It makes all the difference in the world. And here it is. And I love when people give plenty of room. Most people do. But anyway, you guys aren't here to watch bike riding videos, so I'll get this done and we'll be back to your normal programming. It's a pretty neat view, huh? All right, almost 10 miles in. Last time I rode up this hill, I broke my bike. The different cheaper bike, but I was just wrenching so hard on the pedals I broke something in the hub. I think it's 12 or 13% at its steepest. Here we go, we're at 5% now. This is one of those hills that you definitely have to take a break when you get to the top. First gear, 6%. Standing up now. Nine 9%. These things always worry me because my feet are clipped into the pedals. What happens if my legs give out? 12%. 13. 13 still. We're almost there. 14. Oh, it's getting easier. All right, sit back down. Woo. Back to 12. Yeah, it's definitely one of these hills you take a break at the top, drink some water, probably a snack, and I'll show you guys the view once I catch my breath. Here's the little town I live in. I live up there by the castle. I don't know if you could see it from here. Can I zoom in? Yeah, it's somewhere out in that area. But yeah, here it is. This is about the highest point in town. There's the hill we just came up right there. Woo! Yeah, definitely break time. Hello everybody. It's like, I don't know, 5:20 in the morning. It's been a rough couple days. It's the heat has just had me down. But I gotta get the morning watering done and get ready for work. I still have to, well, I got a bunch of stuff to do out at the truck. Get stuff loaded and unloaded and organized and all that stuff, but let's get to it. Remember what we did yesterday. Some of this stuff is on drip now. You guys aren't going to be able to see this very well. I should probably put some light over here. But anyway, I'm going to finish getting it watered and then we'll start getting the truck taken care of. Alright. Have to get ready for... Oh, I just tripped on a piece of bark. I kicked that out of the way of the lawnmower. Time to get the truck ready for work. I gotta be careful because I changed the time that the irrigation comes on back here from 8 a.m. to 7 a.m. I had it set at 8 a.m. because that's when I was out of the way. But I'm worried now I'm not going to be used to it, so I'm going to be back there and it's just going to turn on. So, first order of business, get the truck hooked up to the trailer. what we don't need, load what we do need. We'll get you guys moved though. Got to think smart. I'm trying to travel lighter, and it's not always so easy. This guy goes in the trailer. What do I got going on here? Everything's all tangled up. Not gonna need this bad boy. All right. Trying to be fairly selective on what I put in here and what I don't. It's funny because for the last few days I've traveled pretty light without even a trailer, and my fuel economy has just gone through the roof. I went from like 12 to 16. Get this bad boy on the trailer now. The drip just turned on. We gotta go check it out. This one specifically is the one that I'm concerned about. I mean, that's running, that's dripping. So that should be fine. Let's go check the one out back. Everything here appears to be. That one I think is, I'm gonna have to put something on that one because it's gonna get way too much water. Is that working? Looks like it, yep. And this one? Oh yeah. Alright. Yeah, this one, if you look at it, I'm gonna have to put a valve on that to, like a flow control, because it's gonna be way too much. This is gonna run for 15 minutes, and that's gonna Yeah, it's just going to be pouring up. Oh, look, it's already coming out. See that? Yeah, we'll come back when it's really coming out. Look at that, it's only been running for 4 minutes. It's got another 11 minutes to go. Yeah, that stuff's all gonna get some great water, I guess. I guess I can always plant something underneath it that uses a lot of water, but better to just put a flow control on it and be done with it. Clean this thing. Something I don't see a lot of people doing is checking their oil and filters and stuff. I do it at a minimum every Monday morning. I mean, it's a lot of money to just not do it, you know? I need to get those little hooks. I've got them, the tie down loops. I need to get them put on. ready for work. For now. I do need to check and see if I have ice though. Alright guys, well, I think I'm going to end this video now. We didn't get a ton accomplished, but I think it's getting long enough. So thanks a million for watching, and we'll see you next time.